DeSantis goes after school boards and wins in Broward and Miami-Dade County. As a fallout of the tragic school shooting in Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida, Governor DeSantis has suspended 4 Broward School Board members and made 4 new appointments to replace them. On February 14, 2018, 19-year-old Nikolas Cruz opened fire on students and staff at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, murdering 17 people and injuring 17 others. Police and prosecutors investigated a pattern of disciplinary issues and unnerving behavior. Since then, a board titled the 20th statewide grand jury was elected to look into the issue, and they found that there are still safety-related issues that could have possibly saved lives at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. The jury said that these are quote, are such a low priority that it remains uninstalled at multiple schools, end quote. And, quote, students continue to be educated in unsafe, aging, decrepit, moldy buildings that were supposed to have been renovated years ago, end quote. Following the recommendations of the 20th statewide grand jury, Patricia Good, Donna Korn, Anna Murray, and Lori Rich Levinson were relieved of their duties. Governor DeSantis said, quote, I must suspend people from office when there is clear evidence of incompetence, neglect of duty, misfeasance, or malfeasance. The findings of the statewide grand jury affirm the work of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas School Safety Commission. This action is in the best interest of the residents and students of Broward County and all citizens of Florida, end quote. After the report, Governor DeSantis endorsed 30 school board members, out of which at least 4 won seats out of the 7 that were up for election, namely Tori Alston, Manuel Nandy A. Serrano, Ryan Ryder, and Kevin Tynan. The non-incumbent Miami-Dade County School Board seats were won by candidates endorsed by DeSantis. These decisions could spur new school board dynamics in several counties. Ironically, school boards are not supposed to have any political party affiliated with them. That could cause a problem in the school syllabus. For example, Democrats are currently trying to call attention to the fact that the DeSantis administration's hard line on classroom materials, which Republicans are strictly vetting for traces of critical race theory and references to sexual orientation. Only time will tell how these appointments will impact schools across Broward County as well as the rest of the country. I definitely agree that, school boards should not be politicized, that you should not have pretty much spies in the school board that can go run back to the governor and say, this is what's in the curricula or the curriculum. I think that, this is setting a really, really bad example of school leadership and what our students are facing. I do agree that people should have been held accountable for what happened at Marjory Marjory Douglas High School. I think they definitely do need to be held accountable.
This is exactly why DeSantis wins, because he's packing school boards, he's gerrymandered districts, he's putting all the cards in place for him to just walk away with the election and continue to oppress and change.
Yeah. And the best interests that he mentioned are simply his.
Of course.
Yeah,
it is base.
Yeah, Parkland was 4.5 years ago. And great, yes, I get that he's reacting to a study or whatever, but 4.5 years ago. Basically, if he doesn't like the people in there, he'll just take them out. Like, it was a state's attorney or DA over in Hillsborough County in the Tampa area. Just plucked him out and removed him because he doesn't like that he's not enforcing the laws that Governor DeSantis once enforced. You've got the fact that he's saying incompetent people must be removed. Well, then why is your state surgeon general still in there? He is wholly incompetent. The state, we were at the Dolphin Democrats this last week, and Mr. Adam Hattersley was saying, the state insurance commissioner has no background in insurance. What is going on? So don't put the incompetence word out there, okay? Because it's staring you right back in the mirror, DeSantis.
Right, by his own standard of malfeasance and all those other things.
He recognizes that.
He should be resigning.
I totally agree.
Val Deming's race against Marco Rubio is flashy. Charlie Crist's race against Governor DeSantis is flashy. Gavin Newsom contributing $100,000 to Charlie Crist's campaign against DeSantis is flashing. This is a red meat story that affects everyone dramatically. And for LGBT to ignore this, I think to your own peril. Because if you care about don't say gay, other than you scream don't say gay and your revulsion to it 1,000 times, you really aren't acting in your own self-interest. And you know who is acting in their own self-interest? Governor Ron DeSantis. He is beating the shit out of you. Period. In Broward County, which is the bluest school board district in Florida, he comes in and surgically removes his problem. He removes 4 women under the justification of the exact same justification he could have applied to 35 other counties in Florida that haven't done enough for the safety of their schools. And because you haven't done enough, I am going to remove you. That is not what he did. What he did is he came into the bluest county in Florida and surgically, with a scalpel, removed 4 women that he knew he could not control. And what did he do? He replaced them with 4 white men he could. That is a surgical attack. The special forces came in, captured and killed, and got out before anybody could do it. That's what he did in Broward County. Then he turned around in Miami-Dade County and supported, with the 30 nominations in a non-political situation, 2 school board candidates and got both of those open seats elected. He has surgically gone in to take control of Miami-Dade County's school board in arguably the second bluest county in Florida. The guy knows what he is doing. And he's strategic. And at the end of the day, DeSantis is winning. He is winning. Rail against him all you want. Spit in the wind against Superman all you want. He is beating the shit out of us.
This is going to impact generations.
Generations in our school boards. Val Deming's race is flashy. Charlie Crist's race is flashy. But this is the trenches. The other thing that I finally want to point out is we hear from our advocates, Equality Florida, SAVE, the National Task Force, the entire ballot, up and down the electoral ballots are important. I have never in my entire life this week seen a clearer example that that is true. Yes, we want to win the presidency in 24 in whatever position that you are, you want to win. Yes, you want the House in whatever. If you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, you want to hold or overturn the House, hold or overturn the Senate. But where everything happens is in our city commissions, our mayor's offices, our school boards, and our county commission. And that's why our advocates in LGBT should be listened to. They know what they're doing, and they know what the right recommendations are. And as a result, it's the only hope that we have against somebody that is taking a scalpel and cutting you away. He's scary. He's just scary. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.